Hey, welcome back to my channel. I'm Michelle Spieler. You know, I'm a 25-year pro, actually 30-year pro. But if you're new here, I like to tell you my credentials. I'm a 30-year pro. I worked in Hollywood. I have a long list of celebrities and television shows and films on my resume. But my favorite thing is to educate mature women on how to do their makeup differently. That's why I created the Mature Makeup Masterclass, a series of 23 videos on mature technique, all types of products, all age ranges over 40, and all budgets, okay? So go check out that intro link. It's always in my description of my video. Also, we have created the Look Good Close-Up Club here. So whether you're here for my Saint videos on Wednesday night or you're here for my traditional skincare and makeup videos on Saturday, we are the Look Good Close-Up Club. We want to look good close up to our family and friends. We never want to look like we have cakey makeup or too much pancake makeup or dry and textured. We want to look beautiful close up, and that's why we've named ourselves the Look Good Close Up Club. If you would like to join our Look Good Close Up Club, it just simply means showing up and engaging, and then boom, you're instantly in the Look Good Close Up Club. So I also want to end my video today by just speaking a blessing over you. So wait to the end if you feel like you really need a blessing. I mean, who couldn't use a blessing, right? But I put it at the end because that's not for everyone, and I don't want you to feel like, you're being, proselytized or recruited over to Team Jesus or anything like that, okay? So I want to do a mature bridal makeup today, but this could also be mother of the bride, mother of the groom. You could be a mature bridesmaid. Maybe your sister's getting married and you're the maid of honor, but you're mature. Or maybe you're just needing to go somewhere where you need special occasion makeup and you just want like someone to kind of choose the colors for you that are surefire, that are going to look gorgeous on camera. That's what I'm going to do today. So I am building my whole entire look after M1993. Now you guys helped me. Actually, not 1993, M93. This is Mob Beauty, okay? The reason I'm not using a Saint lipstick is I don't think the Saint lipsticks stay on. And when you have a special occasion, you need to know your lips are gonna stay on. Maybe you touch up with a gloss, but you want your base lips to be on really well. You don't wanna have to touch up a lot. So we're gonna build this whole look off of M93. Also, you all helped me design M93. I didn't want to just do a lipstick that I liked. Otherwise, I would have just done like Brigitte Bardot, but not many women can wear Brigitte Bardot. Especially as we get older, we need a little color. We need something flattering. So everyone this was 2 years ago, overwhelmingly, everyone voted for a rosy mauve, maybe with a little plum. We all kind of missed that kind of mauvey plum from the 90s, except they were a little bit more earthy, they were a little cool, they were a little dull, which totally worked in the 90s. Plus, we were younger in the 90s. As we get older, we need a little bit less earth tone, most of us. We don't need anything too cool tone, most of us. And so I designed M93 with Mob Beauty. It is the most beautiful color for the lips. And depending on what lip liner you wear with it, it can look more plummy, it can look more berry, it can look more pink, it can look more nudish, okay? Depending on what lip liner you wear. So I'm building my whole look off of M93, okay? Oh dear, hold on. Tate's trying to get out. Sorry about that. Tate loves to be in here, and then the minute he gets in here, he wants to get out. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit of this Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It's a 24-hour primer for under eyeshadows. Does it work? I mean, I guess it works. I like the MAC paint pots too. I just grabbed this just to be different, just to do a little bit, I get kind of veiny and textured, and we don't want to add too much texture to our already textured eyes. I will say this, my Botox is wearing off. So see how my eyes are starting to smile again? I'm like, there's Michelle's eyes. There's what's been missing all these months. I had my eyes Botoxed in about mid-June, and now we're 8 weeks into it, which just goes to show you it doesn't last very long around the eyes. It lasts a lot longer right here, but it doesn't last very long around the eyes. So see my crow's feet going up here, and then see them down here. This is all starting to wear off, and my eyes are starting to look like my eyes again. So just know, it wasn't Botox, it was Dysport, but Dysport does change the shape of your eyes. Okay, and I'm not gonna do it anymore because I don't like how it looks. I want to choose really beautiful pinks to start. Now, if you are a summer or winter, you could do this color called Mama, which is like a really pretty, let me see. It's like a really pretty mauve. It's like a mauve neutral. Can you see that kind of mauve-y? I'm gonna go with Paris, which is more pink. Build it up. See, it's a little more pink and that's more mauve. So the pink, the Paris, is really beautiful if you're a spring, maybe even a fall. And then this more muted color, Mama, which is more mauve-y, is great if you're a summer or a winter. Winters could wear Paris too, depending on what type of winter you are. But I want to build that up first. So I'm going to take, I need a fluffy brush. We'll take this little fluffy brush by Saint. It's the one that has the big bullet on one side and the fluffy side on the other. And we're gonna do eyes first. I like to do eyes first because if anything gets messy, you're not making a mess on top of all of that hard work you did under your eyes with Demi or concealer, okay? And you know what? I just broke my own rule. What do I always say? Powder blends on powder. I forgot to powder my eyes after I put that eye primer on. But you know what? This is going on really well. It's actually blending on quite smoothly, so I'm not going to be mad at it. Okay, so there we go. We've got some beautiful pink in the crease. We're going to bring it kind of high, not all the way to the brow, but we definitely want to see it on the brow bone above the crease. If you have a hooded eye, we want to see, just look into the mirror, we want to see some of that pink because we're going to blend some pretty rosy brown tones over it, or I should say lower than it, letting the pink blend right up into the brow bone. Now I'm leaving the brow bone kind of naked. We could definitely go in with some Cupcake. I don't even know is this Cupcake? I think that's Cupcake. Let's go in with a little Cupcake just so you can see what I'm talking about. Go in with this flat brush right here. I'm gonna take a little Cupcake. Anyone can wear Cupcake. It's just like the universal bone. It's like a bone shade. It's not really warm. It's not really cool. It's just kind of a nice neutral bone shade. And I love it on the brow bone. Look at that. See how that makes that pop? And then we can go back in with a little bit of the Paris, or if you're using Mama, and just kind of blend into that Cupcake so we're not seeing too much of it. Okay? Love that. That looks so cute. Now I want to take, let's see, I really want the color Tawanda. Do I have it? I do. Tawanda. So do you see Tawanda is pink with some gold in it? Now this is going to be for my springs and my autumns. My springs and my autumns are going to do the Tawanda. Do you see how that's like a really pretty pink with some gold in it? And I'm just doing it on the center of the eyelid. I'm not even doing the whole entire eyelid because we don't need it everywhere. We just want it so that when we turn our heads, our guests at the wedding or our table mates at a fancy dinner can see that we have that beautiful shimmer on the eyelid. Now, for those of you who want a more cool tone, I would do, let me see, I'm gonna pull a color for you. I would do, I think Sis would be very pretty. Sis is like this beautiful champagne with the tiniest bit of pink in it. That's Sis. I think Sis would be really pretty on your eyelids, but I wanted to do a little bit more color to go with all this fresh copper I just put in my hair this morning. Okay, so there we go. Now, I like a lighter color on my inner eye. That's just me. You don't have to. And I'm going to go in with Sabrina. And I'm going to go right on that inner tear duct. I like Sabrina because it's kind of almost like the color of Cupcake, but maybe a little bit warmer, and it has a shimmer. And then I'm gonna go up in here a little bit and then under. Okay, and that's Sabrina. But if you were a cool girl, if you just did Mama and Sis and you wanted a cool color, oh, do I love Aries. In fact, I wear Aries a lot. Look at that. It's like a speckly sheer white. It is so pretty. It's so pretty. Aries might be one of my favorite shadows that we make at Seint. I just absolutely love it. Okay, now we're gonna start building in some depth. So I'm gonna go in with, let's see, I think I'm gonna go in with, let me see, because now my shadows are all hiding. What is this color? This color is, oh, Lullaby. Isn't that pretty? I'm gonna go, or you know what, maybe I could do Lullaby. Lullaby would be really pretty with Mama because it's muted. Let me see. Expecting my daughter Grace any minute. I might do some pomegranate. I think that's really pretty. It goes great with the red hair. Do you see how it looks like rosy brown? I think I'm gonna do pomegranate, but you could also do that beautiful Lullaby if you like a softer color. Okay, so I'm gonna take this little bullet brush and I'm gonna tap it on my hand first because it dried kind of hard. I don't know why it dried hard, but it did. It dried hard. Okay. And I'm going to start going into my outer crease with pomegranate. Just like that. You see how it's just right out there? See that? I love that. We're going to do the same on this. So it's kind of the outer, it's the outer eyelid, it's the outer crease. See that? I like that. That is pomegranate. I like that. Now, if you're thinking, oh, that's a little too much color for me, you could do the Lullaby. You could do Sedona. Sedona is a really pretty brown that when you pair it with like pinks and mauves, it looks a little more rosy, but I love that color. I really love that. Okay, now let me see. I'm looking in all of my shadows here. I'm missing quite a few. What is this color? This is, oh, I love holly. I might take some holly because that pomegranate's looking kind of pinky red. Or, let's see, is this Sedona? I keep saying Sedona. No, this is cocoa. I don't want cocoa. I think I'm gonna take that holly. Or I can, let me double check in here real quick. Let's see what I have down here. Those are more red. I am going to take that beautiful black and that brown though to give depth, because when we're going for special occasion, we really want to have some nice depth at the lash line. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in with a blending brush like this. I think all my Seint blending brushes are dirty. So I'm going to go in with holly. Okay, I'm just, see how I'm rolling the brush? And then I tap because I don't want excess. I'm kind of tapping over that pomegranate. And do a little swiping motion. Now I'm not blending it yet. I'm not blending it yet. Wait and see. And if you're putting it on your eyes and you're scared because you're like, ooh, that's a little too much color for me, wait until you get the whole face on before you decide. You have to really live in a little bit of color, but I'm telling you, it is so pretty in person. We need that color as we get older on our face, and it's beautiful in photography, okay? Now, I'm gonna go in with that brush that has Paris on it, the pink, but I'm not reloading any Paris on it. I'm just going over everything, and I'm blending it all together with that brush. And there's still a little Paris left in the brush, so the brush is blending Paris into everything, and it's making everything look softer. Make everything look softer and more blended. Okay, look at that. That's now more soft and blended, okay? Now, don't worry about under the eyes yet. I'm gonna take a little bit of, where is my, I'm gonna take the smudge brush by BK Beauty. I'm gonna take a little bit of the Holly, and I'm gonna go under the eyes. Now, you don't have to. I've heard some of you say, oh, I've tried the under the eye shadow, I've tried under the eye bronzer, it just doesn't look good on me. That's okay. You can skip this step. I need all of you to be a guinea pig. I need you to try some things, but you know what? When someone's in my chair, and I'm like, do you want some shadow under the eye? And we'll smoke it and make it soft and pretty. And people will say, yeah, let's do it. And then we see it and they're like, I don't think I like that. And I'm like, I don't think I do either. And guess what? We just take it off. Okay? That's what a good makeup artist does. They're willing to problem solve with you. They're willing to admit that, hey, I don't like this. Let's take this off. I've even put lipstick on someone before and I'm like, you know what? This isn't working. And they're like, yeah, I couldn't figure it out. I'm glad you said it. That's what a good makeup artist does. A good makeup artist is a problem solver. And so they're not going to get everything right. I mean, I've been doing makeup professionally for 30 years. I can still make mistakes. And I'm willing to admit when something doesn't look right. You need to have a good makeup artist that can admit that, okay? So now we've got some color going on. We've got some like rosiness and pinks and real pretty rosy browns. So they look kind of bright. Look, my eyes look more green. By the way, do you guys know Lisa in comments? Lisa is always asking me what contacts I'm wearing. Every single video, Lisa asks me, what contacts are you wearing, Michelle? Because I watch your early YouTubes and you have brown eyes. Well, I do. I have hazel brown eyes. But when I wear certain colors, and also since going red, ever since March when I first went copper, my green popped because they're opposite sides of the color wheel. So now you can suddenly see how green my eyes are, but they never looked green before. They just looked brown, which was pretty. I like brown eyes, but now suddenly they look so green. So if any of you ever see Lisa in comments, I've literally answered her 4 or 5 times. For some reason, she's not seeing my reply. She keeps asking me the same question again and again, which I don't mind, but I think she's not seeing it. So if you guys could help me out, if you see Lisa in the comments asking about my eye color, you'll be like, oh, there she is. That's Lisa. Okay, so we are going to, is that, hold on. I want to see. Yeah, I think that's, I do a lot of problem solving as I'm doing makeup with you guys too. So, you know, every once in a while, someone will say, why weren't you more prepared? Why do we have to sit and wait for you? Well, I'm sorry. That's how I do my videos. I think as I go along. I change my ideas as I go along. Now that's Salem. Darn it. I mean, that's just what I do. I change it up constantly. Shoot. Okay, here, let's see if my Black Friday's in here. No, darn it. Where's my Black Friday? All right, well, you know what? We're just gonna do Salem, which is a nice black shadow. We're We're just gonna do Salem. A lot of you aren't very comfortable with black anyway, so by doing a shadow, it'll look just soft. Okay, so I'm gonna go just on the outside of the eye with Salem, and I've got the edge brush. This brush is so awesome. If you don't have the edge brush, get the edge brush because I'm so impressed with it. It puts the shadow on in a nice defined manner, but it puts it on softly. See how soft that is? It's not like sharp like a pencil or like a felt pen, which you know I love. I love a felt pen because I just kind of go over it with shadow anyway, but I really like this edge brush. Okay. And I'm just doing the black and the outer corner only. And you don't have to wing it out. You know, I love a wing, but I'm not telling you to wear a wing. Some of you don't look good in a wing. Some of you don't feel comfortable in a wing. Not everyone's eye shape can wear a wing, but I love a wing. It's how I feel my best. Okay, so I'm winging it out a little bit. And then I'm gonna take, I think I'm gonna take my BK Beauty brush, the little smudge brush. And now I'm gonna go in with cocoa because it's real rich. Now you could do coal or you could do cocoa or cocoa, but I want to blend this black so it's just smudgy and pretty and not too dark. Okay, look at that, that's really pretty. Do you see now how the eye doesn't look as colorful once we get some dark shadow on the eye? It's like that dark knocks back the color, but at first, until you have the dark on the eye, all you see is color, and it could be a little like scary, or you can think, oh my gosh, that's too garish, or oh my gosh, that's not gonna work with my blush and lipstick. But I'm asking you to trust that a little bit of bright color on the eye, and these aren't bright like it's not like primary color bright. It's not like secondary color bright. They're still earth tones, but they can look a little much until you get on that nice eyeshadow. And I'm smoking this out with a clean brush. Okay, and then when you take your fingers and you kind of like scrape those outer wings, if you do an outer wing, it just softens the wings so that we're not seeing it as much, okay? And I'm gonna leave the under eyes just with that holly. I just want that little bit of red smudged under the eye, okay? Now it's time for mascara, but I'm gonna pop lashes on. I'll be right back. Okay, I got the lashes on, and then I went on my upper waterline and I tight lined with a black pencil. I chose black because it makes the irises look lighter and it just enhances the lash line, and it'll look really nice in photo, but also very pretty close up. And then you don't see a bunch of black liner up here. It's on your waterline, and it doesn't get on the bottom waterline. It's not transferring. This is the one by Makeup Forever. It is excellent. I'll put it, I'll tag it in the video. There's a couple products I'm using that are not Seint, so I'll tag it in the video if you want to buy the Makeup Forever, because they have a couple different pencils. This is their artist pencil, but I'm just amazed at how well it goes in the waterline. Okay, now my under eye, I don't know if you can see it. You can't really see on camera, but tons of eyeshadow is under the eye. See, look, see, it doesn't look it, but I can see it all under the eye. So I'm just taking this wet washcloth. You could take a makeup wipe, certainly. It's even on my face. And I'm getting off. Look at that. See that? That's what fell on my face. You don't want to get that on your beautiful foundation, your Demi, your concealer. And so we're gonna be real careful. Now the good thing is before the video started, I did put I did my Aquaphor trick. You know, normally I do my big jug. My husband bought this for me the other day. It's a long story, but anyway, I love it because it's also hard. So you can just put the tiniest bit on. We're gonna put it back on under the eyes so that the Demi goes on beautifully. And then I also have it in my parentheses. And you can even do your lip lines anywhere you have texture or lines that you don't want people to see. Trust me, it just looks so beautiful. This is not the lip balm. A lot of people are buying the Aquaphor lip balm. That has additional ingredients in it that you don't want around the eyes. This is the just the balm stick. So it's basically this in a stick. I don't like the squeezy tubes because it's too soft. I like it hard packed, okay? I'll put that link in the video today too. But see now, you really notice my brows, you really notice my lashes, you notice my eyes. Now my eyeshadows are colorful and pretty, but from here and in photo, you're not gonna really see that it's colorful, but it adds a richness that you're not gonna get if you use grays or taupey browns, although you could use all those if it makes you more comfortable. I just think a little bit of color on the eyes is very, very flattering for special occasion, okay? Now we're gonna go in with some foundation, and I'm gonna get my my brush, and I'm going to do Candlelit is my main color. When I first went red, I started to use Sandy, and then I kept going, why does that not look good? Well, Sandy has some yellow in it, and I do have some yellow in my skin, but Sandy is a very olive yellow. There's a lot of green in Sandy. So if you're olive skin, it's stunning, but I'm not olive. I'm more of a peachy yellow. My skin is more peachy yellow. So it just wasn't looking good on me. See, even pro makeup artists, we can even get it wrong sometimes on ourselves. Even we can get it wrong. So that's why the free color match is so important. It's so important, I think, to get a free color match so that we can help you determine what your top shades are so that your skin looks beautiful. It matches your neck, it matches your chest, it looks pretty close up. Okay, now I'm packing this on a little bit heavier because remember, this is for special occasion. I haven't done my jawline yet, which is why that looks more kind of rosy. What I want to do is I want to go in with my damp blender and kind of press it in. Oh, do you hear my stomach? I'm really hungry. I haven't really eaten today. That's probably pretty stupid. So I'm just bouncing it in, and then we'll look at it close up in a minute and see how good it looks. I think this looks good. I think that looks really nice, like glowy skin. Now I'm going to take the lighter color. I'm going to take this side of the brush, and I'm going to take a little white peach. White peach is really my perfect color. but it's too light for the center of my face. It would show all my texture. It would show my pores, but it's perfect for my jawline. It's just perfect. I love white peach. I can even do a little white peach in my temples because we get those blue veins. So the peach is going to counteract the blue-green, right? And then it's going to kind of bring those temples, which are recessing. We're losing all the collagen in our temples and we're hollowing out. And so going light in the temples makes this look fuller. See, I look fuller now because I have a lighter temple. Okay, and then that's the white peach, which I am so in love with. I only started doing that recently. Just this summer, I started using white peach on my jawline, and it's just the perfect color. I wish we had a white peach that was a little deeper. You could argue that that might be amber. Amber and white peach could work really well together. So I could try amber in that one day. But okay, let's see how this looks close up. Notice I'm not doing the top of my forehead because I'm going to go in with a bronzer. I'm going to go in with my Bella bronzer. Here's the magnification mirror. Also, I cleaned this lens. A lot of you have said some of my videos have been hazy, and you're right. I've noticed it too. I thought maybe my professional light was blowing me out, but I think my lashes look nice and dark and crisp here, so I think we've alleviated the haziness. I literally cleaned my lens with glass cleaner. Imagine that. Okay, let's see how this looks. Got a little eyelash. Yeah, looks really good. Looks really, really good. Just tapping anything in that I feel like might be a little too thick, but not really many areas. The blender really bounced it in really well. Saint makes a blender, and you know I've used it, but I've been using this Cami Wynn. I've been using her for about 6 months, and I just love it. It's only $6. So I'm sure the Saint one's great. I just haven't used it in a long time. Now, I had a dermaplaning and peel on Saturday, and I feel like I can kind of see a little bit of flaking still. The girl went a little aggressive with me. I was not happy. Yeah, I'm flaking. She went a little bit aggressive. She did a dermaplaning and then proceeded to put a lactic peel on me, lactic acid. And I'm like, why is she doing lactic acid when she just dermaplaned me? Well, she did. So I was pretty burned. I couldn't even wear makeup to church on Sunday. Okay, now I'm going to take my Bella. Bella. We're going to get a little depth going. And then I'm going to do a blush today I've never used before. But I might put the lipstick on first so we can see how it looks. Okay. Remember to push, if you're doing Bella or contour, anything on the hairline, remember to push it into the hairline, or else you're going to see kind of a white rim where your scalp and the makeup don't mix. Okay, see how I'm a little bit darker up there? Okay, I'm going to do a little bit on the outer cheek, a little bit just to warm me up a little tiny bit, not much, a little bit, warming it up. You don't have to do this step. But I like it. A little bit down. If I was going for photos, I would definitely go down the neck a little bit and underneath here, and probably use more of a shadow color. Probably use shadow. Our color shadow is beautiful. I love shadow, or ash. I would probably use one of those for photos for my neck, but right now we're just going to use Bella. I like to do my nose. Okay, let me see how that all looks. Oh my gosh, I love Bella so much. It literally just melts into whatever you put it on. Okay, it just melts in. And see how I put Bella up here where I don't have texture and lines, and out here on the side of my face where I don't have texture and lines. So it's okay if you're layering it over the makeup. I know you'll see a lot of Saint artists say, oh, we just wear one layer, and you can for sure. But I think for special occasion, I wanted to build it up a little bit heavier so it looks more even. So that's why I did one full layer and then did Bella on top. I'm going to go in with a little bit of my Demi. I would definitely wear Demi. for photography. Oops, got a little bit heavy there. See all that peach? It's crazy. I don't need that much. That's the thing. You don't need a lot of Demi. Okay. Okay, so that's the peach, the 03, for my darker areas. Okay, and then I'm going to take the NR, which, you know, what do I call this? Magic color. I know you're all out there going, oh, magic color. And I'm going to go under the rest of the eye. And you're going to say, what does that do? Well, it's the most bizarre thing. It's NR, neutral red, so it looks almost like a taupe. And it goes in and it smooths out dents and anything that recedes or anything that protrudes. It kind of makes it like one even, just smooths it out, and anything that's denting in, it kind of brings out, and anything that's puffing out, it kind of knocks back, so it kind of levels out the under eye. It's called NR1. It's the magic color. Look at that. That is so pretty. I'm gonna take a little bit around the pink of my nose. Okay, so we're getting somewhere. Now I'm gonna put my lips on, okay? I'm gonna put my lips on, and I'm going to do, is this mocha? Rosewood. Let's see what rosewood looks like. Maybe. What's this one? Is this mocha? This is mocha. Okay, I'm gonna do rosewood. I need to sharpen it. I'm gonna do rosewood with M93. There's so many different liners you could use, honestly, with M93. You can literally change the color of M93 depending on what liner you use. Now, I know Saint makes a liner called Suede. I personally would never use that for special occasion. It's cute, it works. But I'm a pencil girl, and I'm telling you, pencils, a good pencil doesn't budge. Plus you can draw your shape in really well. But I do like our suede. It is nice. Okay. See, that's rosewood. It's kind of almost the color of M93. Okay. Rosewood by Anastasia. I'll tell you what I love about Anastasia. They're square pencils, so they don't roll off your table as you're doing your lips. Okay. Now we're gonna do M93. It's a soft matte. It's funny because in the mirror right here, it's more mauve plum, but on camera, it looks warmer and pinker. It's so weird. It definitely looks warm and pink on camera, but right here in the mirror, it's like a muted mauvey rosy plum. It's exactly what y'all asked for. And I had Vic and Alicia helping me come up with it. We really wanted to see rosy but mauvey but plum all in one color. And when we developed it, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a wedding color. I mean, you can use it for anything in the world, but that is like gonna be gorgeous on brides, bridesmaids, mother of the brides, high school reunions, whatever. Now I'm gonna put a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Plumpgasm over it because I like a little bit of sheen for special occasions. It's also plumping. Notice how I just kind of put it in the middle because it's going to smear around, but look at that. That is so pretty. Okay. Now we're going in with blush. Any ideas what I'm going to use? Anyone? Anyone? I'm going to use a shape brush. I'm going to use VR5. I've never used VR5. VR5 is a Demi. It is a cool pink. And even though you know I love R5, R5 is my favorite blush. Even though it's not a blush, it's a Demi. I really wanted this more mauve-y cool pink for my cheeks, especially to go with M93. Look at that. Is that Baby Doll sweet? That is Baby Doll. Now, you know R5 I call my Barbie, my little Barbie cheeks, but this is more cool. This is Baby Doll right here. This is precious. You could even put this on like a little flower girl, just like the tiniest bit, because that's a Baby Doll cheek right there. It's a cool toned pink. It's definitely for summers, for winters, but I'm a spring, and I think it's cute. It's probably not in my palette, but I'm going for a specific look. And I want it to match the eyes, and I want it to match the lips. And I think that is so adorable. Now we have illuminators with Seint, but I'm so glowy. I don't want to be any more glowy than that on camera. Like, how glowy do we want to be on camera? We want to look beautiful in person, which I do. I know that sounds vain, but I just mean as a makeup artist, like the makeup looks beautiful in person. My stomach's going crazy. Excuse me. I'm too busy to eat. Is anyone else at that point in life where like food is just a nuisance? To me, food is just a nuisance. It's like, oh, you mean I have to eat right now? I don't know what happened, but I just don't have fun eating anymore. I used to. It used to be my favorite thing. It used to be a sport. Now, I'm just sick. I'm sick of eating. Okay. Isn't that sweet? Look at that pink. Now, if you wanted to go warmer, you could do R5. R5 is beautiful. You know how much I love R5. Where is my R5? I don't know. Oh, here it is. That's R5. See, it's like Barbie pink. It's a warmer pink. And then this is VR5. See, it's more cool. See, I'll put them next to each other so you can see. See, warm pink, cool pink. But I'm kind of freaking loving this. I could have done R5. I really could have. But I wanted to show a different color because I always wear R5, and I wanted to try VR5. And there's a lot of women who would look better in VR5. But I love that. All right, and there we go. I love the lashes I'm wearing too. They're a half lash, but I think they're a little more than a half lash. They're so pretty. I'll add that link too. It's called Glowy Skin, and they kind of crisscross, but they just go on like the outer 2/3 of the eye, and they're so easy to pop on, and they're so pretty. And then they don't come in here, so you have your natural lashes here, the fake lashes there. It really pops on camera, and close up it's pretty. It doesn't look like crazy lashes. So that's Kiss Glowy Skin. It's one of their more natural lines they just came out with, and it's a half lash. I realized, you know, I probably would never wear a Def Leppard shirt for a special occasion, but I have to do laundry, and I'm still building my wardrobe. I still am, since I got my seasonal color match. It's just one of those things that it takes time. I've spent my whole life building a black wardrobe. I've worn black ever since college. So 30 years I've been wearing pretty much only black in my wardrobe. So it's, you know, it takes time to go back and build. And I look good in ivory, so this is an ivory shirt, not white. And I look good in like yellows and certain reds. So this is a fun shirt for me. However, I would never wear a shirt like this for a special occasion. So I realize it's kind of awkward, but maybe I'll take a picture in like something prettier that looks more special occasion or bridal. But there we go. What do we think? This is how I would do a mature bride or a mother of the bride. I just think those rosy mauve tones on the eyes and the cheeks and the lips are so flattering and work across the board regardless of what your season is. And you know, if that much color on your eyes makes you uncomfortable, we could certainly knock it back and do something a little bit more cool or more taupey. I just like to bring out color because I think it brings out eye color. It looks more special occasion. And when your eyes are open and you're looking at the camera, you can't really see it. See, you don't really see it all that much. But when you do this, or you're talking to people, or you're looking away, you see more color. But when you're looking into the camera, it just all is a cohesive look. But you really want to notice your lashes, your eyeballs, your irises, your beautiful eyebrows, which frame your eyes, glowy skin, so pretty in photos, glowy skin. And Mauve M93, it is the prettiest lipstick shade. It's so universal. If you put it with a berry pencil, it leans more berry. If you put it with a plum, a darker plum, it leans more plum. If you put it with like a really soft nude, you know, it tones it down and it looks a little bit more rosy nude. I mean, it's really the most versatile lipstick. That's Mauve Beauty M93. I'll put the link there for you. And then of course I did the little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Plumpgasm on the lip because, well, one, it plumps. So it doesn't make your lips super big, but what I like about it is it plumps enough that it kind of like smooths out lip lines. That's what it's nice for, but there's the color right there. Isn't that pretty? Just a really soft, pretty, kind of a nude rose. So, so, so pretty. Okay, so there you have it. I hope that helps. I've had a few of you ask if I could do a video on brushes, so I think I'm going to be doing that in the next week or two, a video on Seint brushes, but also how to wash any brush, not just Seint brushes, but how to wash any brush, or what to do if I'm in a pinch, if I want to just take this rosy color out of this brush real quick, how do I do that? And then also someone has asked if I could do a video on skin prep under Seint, but also under other makeup too. So I will also do that coming up, a skin prep video, how I prep my skin for Seint, how I prep it now that we're, you know, kind of leaving summer and going into fall, how I prep it under other makeup. We're not just gonna talk about Seint, I'm gonna talk about how I prep it for any makeup, but definitely how I prep it for Seint, okay? I'm glad you're here. As always, I love you. I love our community. God loves you. Oh, and I have to leave you with a blessing, okay? And this comes out of the Old Testament. So if you are even Jewish, this is nothing offensive for you, but it's the Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face shine upon thee and be gracious to thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee and bring thee peace. And I hope you experience great peace this week and many, many blessings. Bye for now.